If you want to cut costs on your AWS account and don't really know where to start, I suggest that you start with tagging. And let me explain why. So basically, when you go over to the AWS billing reports for the first time, you will see that it gives you some information. It will give you information like which service or which usage type is actually costing you money. But the problem is that it will be hard to actually drill down and understand where the money goes. So, for example, if you have 200 EC2 instances, you might see that, AWS shows you that your compute resource usage is very high, but you will not necessarily know which of your servers or project is actually costing you most of the money. So tags will help you with this, and the sooner you have the tags, the more information you will have to actually start cutting costs. So let's talk about two types of tags first. So the first one is the user-generated tags. So these are tags that you attach to resources. So for example, when you create a resource, you will have a section for tags. A good example is the instance name. You can also attach it later, wherever. You can do that in your infrastructure as code. So Terraform will have a section for tags for each resource. And then you also have AWS generated tags. So these tags are generated whenever you create a resource. AWS will do that for you automatically. So a created by is one. When you create a resource, AWS will automatically add a created by tag to it. And different services will have different automated tags by AWS. Now, the problem with both tags is that by default, they will not show on the billing reports, on the billing section. And the reason is that they need to be set up as cost allocation tags. So only cost allocation tags are usable within the Cost Explorer report. So to do that, you will have to open the console, go to billing, and then to cost allocation tags. And in there, you will see a list of the user-generated tags and the AWS-generated tags, where you will be able to activate them. So you will find the tags that you want, that you wish to use on your billing reports, and activate them individually. So once you do that, it will probably take a few hours to 24 hours to show up in the billing reports, but that will start from now. Okay, so what are some best practices for creating these tags? So we have a few ideas here. The first one is always tag your resources. Just do it, right? Ensure that all of your resources have tags, and don't neglect things like snapshots, EBS volumes. This is where a lot of cost goes, and you want visibility into that. So don't forget to actually tag these resources and tag everything, right? In Terraform, whatever you're using, ensure that you're tagging it. The next thing that you want to do is set up some tags. For example, we recommend setting an environment tag. So maybe that's the production environment, the dev environment, the staging environment. Set tags for each one. Another tag could be the owner of the resource. So we use emails. We can later automate a few tasks using these tags and send emails. But it is nice to know if you have a few engineers that are too spendy. I don't know. They spend too much. They don't care about the actual resources. They leave them. They don't delete all environments. It's nice to create a report and then see, you know what, maybe we should talk to this developer. Maybe we should speak with them and see if they can be more cost aware, let's call it. So that's a great one. Another very good one, if you're a multi-tenant environment and you have different resources for different customers. So let's say you have a different S3 bucket, or maybe a separate RDS instance or a database for your customers. You will be able to actually see how much each customer costs you. Now, this is very important for pricing, for negotiating deals with your customers, to actually know what they spend, to see, you know what, maybe this customer is not profitable, maybe we should charge them more. So that's a great one. You can think of more. You can just ask ChatGPT for more tags and more ideas as to which tags to put in place. So you might be asking yourself, okay, so I enabled the tags now, but what about past data? AWS has this feature called backfill, where you go and process the last 12 months. So that's 1 year of data to actually backfill with your new tags. This is really neat. You should use it. And just note that it will take a few days, maybe a week, to actually generate this data. But that is very valuable. So what about your next steps? What should you do now? So go ahead and start tagging everything. Make sure you have tags for everything and then set them as cost allocation tags. And in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a process of actually automatically tag every resource in AWS. For example, if someone does create a resource and forgets to tag it, it will automatically do so. We will vibe code this. I'll use Cursor or something to create and show you how easy it should be. And if you're really anxious and really want to start actually cut costs now today, you don't want to wait for the tags, you can download. We have a checklist in the description. There's a link to a checklist with a few ideas of where you can start. There are a lot of ideas there. Some of them will be relevant for your use case. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in the next video.